promise of a ceasefire often brings a sigh of relief, a hope for the wounded to live, and for the displaced to find solace. Yet, for our brothers and sisters in Palestine, the declared truce has been a thin veil over ongoing suffering. Since the ceasefire took effect on October 10, 2025, following a prolonged assault, the violence has not ceased. It has only changed its form. The latest figures from the Palestinian Ministry of Health are a solemn testament to this reality. At least 406 martyrs and 1,118 injured since the truce began, with days like October 19 and 29 becoming among the deadliest. This is not peace. This is a peaceful chapter in a relentless struggle. Let us dive into the latest development from the ground in Gaza and West Bank to the halls of international power to understand the full scope of this ongoing tragedy. Escalating violence in occupied territories. While global attention often focuses on Gaza, the West Bank remains under severe pressure. Israel forces continue raids and clashes, leading to daily casualties and arrests. Just on December 26, another Palestinian was martyred in Gaza during a military operation. My dear brothers and sisters, alongside this, settlers' violence has intensified, with documented attacks on Palestinian civilians, such as the assault on a municipal workers outside Nablus. These acts are not isolated. They systematically terrorize communities and entrench occupation. A free press is the enemy of oppression. The Palestinian Journalists Syndicate has condemned a clear campaign by Israeli forces to silence the narrative from Gaza. At least 76 Palestinian journalists have been killed or wounded since the conflict's escalation, a stark attack on the world's right to witness the truth. Beneath the headlines of strikes and raids lies a slow motion disaster. In Gaza, the situation is beyond dire. Sleeping food insecurity, collapsed medical systems, and devastated infrastructure create a prison of deprivation. The United Nations has issued grave warnings of a full-blown humanitarian catastrophe if aid access remains obstructed. This is a crisis of survival. As the suffering persists, my dear brothers and sisters, on the ground, the response or lack thereof from the international community shapes the fate of millions. The world has not entirely been silent. There has been significant diplomatic activity, though it struggles to match the urgency of the crisis. Global condemnation. 14 nations have jointly condemned Israel's approval of new illegal settlements in West Bank, correctly labeling it a violation of international law and a grave threat to any future peace. Calls for a lasting ceasefire. This United Nations rather continues to call for an immediate and permanent ceasefire, advocating for a diplomatic resolution. However, these calls ring hollow against the reality that the Israeli government continues to violate the truth, with killings in Gaza persisting till date. As you rightly note, this gap between diplomatic words and on-ground actions is a source of profound frustration and injustice. You ask critical questions about the path ahead. What are the latest developments in the humanitarian response to Gaza? The response remains critically inadequate because, with some aid trucks enter, they are a drop in an ocean of need. How have international organizations and governments responded to the recent explanation? My dear brothers and sisters, this response still remains yet fractured. What are the prospects for a peaceful resolution? The prospects remain bleak in the short term. The situation in Palestine remains a bleeding wound on the conscience of the world. The road to peace is not just fraught with challenges, it is being actively bulldozed by ongoing violence and occupation. Our duty to is manifold, to stay informed with accurate news, to raise our voices, brothers and sisters, in every arena for justice, to support humanitarian aid through reliable channels, and above all, to make sincere dua for the relief, strength, and victory of the people of Palestine. Their steadfastness is a lesson for us all. The updates may end here, but our solidarity and action must not. Keep the Ummah in your prayers. Keep Palestine in your conversation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. Let's talk about what's happening in our country, Nigeria. The news this week shows us a Nigerian facing serious challenges, but also finding moments of hope and resolution. I want to walk you through this clearly. Firstly, a major development that has the whole world talking. The United States carried out airstrikes in our own Sokoto state, targeting camps of the Islamic State group. Our government confirmed the operation, calling it part of international cooperation against terrorism. But here is a critical point: why the announcement from America framed it as protecting Christians. Our authorities strongly emphasized this was a counter-terrorism strike, not an action against any religion. This forces us to ask a dull question, a very tough question. Who gets to tell Nigeria's story? This concern is deeply personal because at the same time, we saw violence hit a place of peace. In Maiduguri, a bomb exploded in a mosque. At least five of our brothers were killed and 35 more were injured while in prayer. My dear brothers and sisters, this attack, condemned by everyone from UN to our own leaders, is a brutal reminder that the threat to innocent lives and to Muslims in our sacred place is very, very real. And the insecurity does not stop in the northeast. On the roads of Kogi State, bandits abducted five travelers. Incidents like this are becoming far too common, turning journeys into nightmares and showing how this crisis touches every region. Now, in response to this, what is happening? Our government has clarified its position on Sokoto, stating the partnership aims to strengthen our own security forces. This is a complex issue. It is about balancing help from outside with our own sovereignty and unity. But there is also news that shows our voices matter. After major public pressure, the House of Representatives has ordered a full review on those controversial new tax laws. This is a win for people speaking up and demanding correct procedure. And finally, we end with the best news of all: a reason for relief, for a real relief. All the pupils and staff kidnapped from St. Mary's School in Niger State have been rescued. Alhamdulillah. They are safe and back with their families. We share in the joy of our community and thank Allah for their deliverance. It is a powerful reminder of what we are working and praying for. So, what do you take from this? We see the importance of seeking the truth behind headlines. We feel the urgency of protecting every life and every place of worship. And we are reminded that through sustained efforts, concern, and prayer, hope and rescue are possible. Let's carry these lessons with us. Stay aware, think critically, and hold on to your hope for a more secure and just Nigeria. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Welcome back. I remain Rashidah Adetunji MYC. We have incredible news from right here from our old camp. This isn't a story from far away. This is our story happening now, happening here. Over 140 of us, Muslim youths from across 8 different local governments, have come together here at Frontview College, Shibiri, for this year's groundbreaking Muslim Youth Camp 2025, hosted by TAA and TFS Lagos chapter. From powerful lectures to Quran sessions, sports, and deep spiritual awakening, we are not just attending a camp, we are setting a new standard for what youth empowerment in Islam looks like. Let me break down who we are. Our theme: Muslim today, between guidance and delusion. Our numbers: we have very, very much strong, about 140 strong delegates. Our brothers are 60, which is 42.9% of us, and our sisters are 80 in number, making up a leading of 57.1% of the gathering. Now, let's get into what we have already accomplished. On day one, the camp was officially flagged off with a warm welcome. We then dove deep with Ustaz Migdad Adetunji, who laid a crucial foundation with its powerful session on purification of the soul and community safety. This evening was filled with reflection, and the first of our delegate interviews, Capturing Your Voices. Dezu raised the bar. The morning was ignited by Ustaz Musa Ibrahim, who masterfully explain Islamic laws, content, and implementation, making complex rulings clear and engaging for everyone. My dear brothers and sisters, I know you want to miss this. In the evening, Ustaz Abdul Fattah Sulaiman took us on a profound journey through the Quran 17, verse 29 to 39, delivering reflections that are already shaping our outlook. And that let's not forget the sports, preliminary sports, footballs, and table tennis kicked off, bringing out our competitive spirit and brotherhood. Right now, as we speak, the energy is still building. We are maintaining our daily tahajjud and duha sessions. Our media team is live across all social media, documenting every moment. Between group bonding, focused Quran sessions, and personal counseling, the connections are growing stronger and the anticipation is real. For the variety night and the powerful final lectures to come, this is more than a camp report, my dear brothers and sisters. This is a proof of our vibrancy, our quest for knowledge, our united spirit. Stay tuned because the most impactful moments are still unfolding. Let's make every second count. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. I still